Hello Pokemon trainers, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Battle Stadium singles video here on iStarly TV. This is part of my Road to Master series where I try to climb the online ranked Battle Stadium singles ladder. And today we have a quick one. I just want to do a couple battles just to upload something, and I felt like playing with this team. It seemed like it would be fun. This is my Metagross team that I made a little while ago, and the goal is to basically set up with Metagross, get that weakness policy activated, and just do massive damage, which Metagross is actually capable of. Its biggest drawbacks are its typing defensively. It has a lot of common weaknesses, and it is pretty slow. But aside from that, it hits really hard, and it can actually tank hits pretty decently. And to support it, we have Incineroar here, which this is the Incineroar set that I've been championing for a little while now as well. And the rest of the Pokemon I think are pretty self-explanatory. You know, I featured this team before in a lot more detail, so I will post a link to that video if you haven't seen it yet to check out, you know, more in-depth discussion about the team. And Porygon, I don't think I spent too much time talking about it in the first video with this team, but this Porygon is actually offensive with Trick Room, so I didn't really get to show that in the last time, so maybe I'll get to show that off this time. That would be really fun. But anyways, let's go to some games. Here is game number 1. My opponent has Alomomola, however you say that. I feel like I've been seeing a lot more of that Pokemon around. It's pretty annoying. It's really tanky, and it has a Regenerator. They also have a Moongus, which also has a Regenerator, so that is a little bit scary here. I'm trying to think what I can do. I mean, Ogerpon's pretty good here. Ogerpon looks pretty solid. It's got a lot of super effective moves for a lot of their Pokemon. The biggest threat to Ogerpon, or at least a Pokemon that is scary, is going to be that Chi-Yu, because I don't have a super effective move for that. Ursaluna also looks good, but I'm just worried about that Amoonguss setting up or going for Spore, I mean. So I'm liking Ogerpon, I'm liking Ursaluna, and then I do like Metagross here. The thing is, I don't know if it feels bad to bring Metagross without bringing Incineroar. Incineroar is okay here, it just doesn't have that much damage, so like, I don't like it in the face of Alomomola. And it probably can't do that much damage to Amoonguss. We're going to try it like this. I'm actually going to lead with Metagross, and we're going to see how that goes. Because if they lead with like a Moongus, Metagross can do a lot of damage to it. Although I do run the risk of them sporing me. That's always the concern with Pokemon like a Moongus. Just like, if they get off a Spore, it can be such a massive advantage for them because it pretty much debilitates one of my Pokemon, 1 out of 3 of my Pokemon, for free. So, and sometimes, I mean, if they get it going right, it's possible they could do it to 2 Pokemon, which is just insane. Now, I do believe Alomomola does have Scald, so that could be a big risk if I stay in. I'm just going to go for the knockoff, though. We're going to see what this does. I know this Pokemon usually has, like, physical defense. We knock off their Assault Vest, and then they flip turn. Okay. I mean, that's typically what this thing does. Like, every time I see it, whether on Showdown or even here, you know, it's Assault Vest because it has really high HP, and then it has a good defense stat, but its special defense is really low. That doesn't seem very good, though. I don't know. I hate that Pokemon, so... anyways, they switch out, which means when they come back in, because they have Regenerator, they're going to be at full health. They go into Chi-Yu, which is horrifying. I know I said that Incineroar was bad against Chi-Yu because I can't hit it really hard, but the opposite is also true. Like, Incineroar would resist Chi-Yu pretty nicely. I don't think I can switch here, but the question is, do I Terrastalize? I do have Earthquake. If I stay in and I don't Terrastalize, I am dead. That's the problem. I am just gonna go ahead and stay in. They might Terrastalize as well. This could be a mistake on my part. I mean, at least knowing that their Alomomola is Assault Vest, that means that they won't have, like, any recovery moves or anything like that, so they just have offensive moves. They go Overheat. Oh, perfect. So we get to resist this. We'd still take a lot of damage because Chi-Yu has a massive special attack stat, but we should get the kill here. Cool. Alright, nice. And then, whatever they go into, we can probably just Bullet Punch, unless they go into Alomomola, in which case we're just going to go for, like, Psychic Fangs, I think. They go into Qianpao. Interesting. Because I can just go for Bullet Punch here. I guess they could go for Sucker Punch. If they're expecting this. Which they should be. If you have any knowledge of anything, if you have any knowledge of like Metagross, you probably expect it to have a Bullet Punch. By the way, that's cool. It has like bubbles. That's kind of cool. Never really noticed that. I like how these... Yeah, they do go for Sucker Punch. Dang it. These like Terra like forms, like, you know, they have these little added effects like that. That's pretty cool. Alright, now I'm in a really rough spot. Because I could go to Ursaluna because I have Vacuum Wave. But they could also Terra. If I go into Ogerpon, they outspeed me, and they can probably just kill me with like an Icicle Crash or something. Cudgel is pretty obvious too. I don't love this. Especially since I already Terrassalized, that's actually a problem. Okay, if I go into Ursaluna, I threaten with the Vacuum Wave, but they could just Terra and just maybe kill me. I don't know. Not a great spot. So, I think I just click Cudgel here, even though it's pretty obvious. I could click Play Rough, expecting them to Terra or switch out. Or I could even Horn Leech in that case. Or I could just go for the safer Cudgel. I just feel like they're probably just going to kill me here. I'm going to Cudgel. I think it's just the safest play. Yeah, they do switch. Of course. Of course. As I've said before, as you've probably seen before, I do tend to kind of over-predict in situations like this. I do have Swords Dance. I don't know what move they could go for here. I'm gonna Swords Dance. I'm not really afraid of this thing, especially since, again, they can't have, like, status-type moves. Like, all they could have are damage. I guess that makes sense. I should have expected that. They get a critical hit. I guess they were trying to scout what I would do there. I'm probably dead now. I don't think they're gonna Sucker Punch, though, because they might be afraid of me going for Swords Dance again, which, I mean, why would I? Just gonna Horn Leech. They crash, they could possibly miss. But since I took so much damage, I just don't think I can survive a hit from Qianpao. They are thinking a lot, though. Like, I wonder what they have. Are they choiced? Because, like, I kind of feel like whatever moves you have, like, it's pretty self-explanatory what to go for, right? That is going to be Sucker Punch with Terra Dark. At least they're still weak to Vacuum Wave for what it's worth. Yeah, I'm definitely dead here. I don't think I can survive this at all. And I don't think it mattered that I took the damage from the flip turn. Alright, so Ursaluna. Gonna click Vacuum Wave. I don't think it's gonna matter. Or I could expect them to go for Sucker Punch and just go for Hyper Voice since... whatever, I don't know. Let's just Vacuum Wave. I don't think I kill them here, but maybe there's a chance. Like, if they... I don't know. If they don't have Sash, or I don't know. They probably have Sash, though. I think that's a pretty common item on Qianpao. They withdraw. That's so annoying. Why, though? They must be choice banded. They must be choiced. Okay, let's see how much this does. It does nothing. I'm gonna Blood Moon. I don't think I'm faster. There's a chance I am, but I don't think so. Because I don't have any speed investment. I think Alomomola is pretty slow, too, though. Oh, okay. Huh. Oh, we don't even kill, though. That thing is so tanky. Well, now we know we're faster. I don't think it's going to matter, though, because like I said, if they're choiced, they're just going to Sucker Punch here. This is where having, like, Moonlight would be nice, but I am Assault Vest, so I can't have something like Moonlight. It's gonna come down to this. They're probably gonna kill me here. Yeah, I don't think I go for anything else. I don't know. We are faster, but it comes down to this. Oh, if they had missed. If they had missed there, which, I mean, obviously you can't account for that, but it was possible. If they had missed, we would have actually won the game, because then we just vacuum wave again and kill them, and then they go into a Alomomola, and then we Blood Moon and kill them. So that was a really annoying game. I really hate Alomomola. If you couldn't tell, I hate these tanky Pokemon that just survive for days, but you know, we still had somewhat of a chance there. We definitely had a chance there. So even though we lost, it was still really close. So that was a fun one. And we did get to show off Metagross a little bit. It did some work. So that's always fun. Let's go to game 2. Here we are. Pretty standard team for my opponent. I like Ursaluna. I like my Ursaluna for their Archaludon. Metagross is decent. But they have Archaludon, which I hate. Incineroar is an option. My Urshifu, I don't like it. It's okay against some of their Pokemon, but also not great against others. My beautiful Porygon 2. I don't think I've ever brought this Porygon 2 with this team. I just love it though because it's shiny. The Porygon family has my favorite, I think my favorite shiny colors of all time, I think. I just love it's like inverted. It's like blue and pink instead of pink and blue. But again, do I bring this at all? Probably not. Ogre, I don't think so. Maybe it's just Incineroar, Metagross, and Ursaluna. The problem with that lineup though is lack of speed, which is funny because I'm talking about how I don't think I want to bring Porygon, but it's possible that it's too late. I don't know. I was gonna say it's possible that the Trick Room could actually be an advantage for me here. It just feels like even if I were to set up Trick Room, like, I don't know, it just feels like maybe this isn't the best team to capitalize on Trick Room. Even though I do have a lot of slow Pokemon, it just feels like it's hard to set up and like, I don't know. They lead Archaludon, meaning they're probably going to get up Stealth Rock and go for like Dragon Tail. I think I'm just going to go right into Ursaluna. We'll just see what happens here. Like if they just go Rocks, I'm fine with that because then I can just go Earth Power. Because Archaludon has really low special defense. Yeah, they do go Stealth Rock. It's also possible, because Archaludon does have Sturdy, even though Stamina is a really good ability, I think it's possible that these, like, lead Archaludons with Stealth Rock actually have Sturdy instead of Stamina, so if that's the case, then I'm kind of okay with that. They go Body Press. Does a lot of damage, but if I can kill this thing, I think I'd be happy. We do have Vacuum Wave, too. Oh, they do have Stamina. That's pretty interesting. They did get up their Rocks. They are just going to stay in and die, which I'm happy about. Though we did take a lot of damage with our Ursaluna now, so I'm less confident about whatever they go into. About my matchup against whatever they go into. They go into their own Ursaluna. I do not like that. But what else can I do here? I think I'm just going to have to, like, just go Blood Moon, I think. Just see what happens. I could Terra to do more damage. They actually Blood Moon first. We take it, which is nice. Could be a speed tie. Oh, wow, that's great. That does massive damage. So they're not... What item is this? What? Oh, leftovers. Oh, they must be like Calm Mind. All right. Whoever wins the speed tie. Ah, maybe they have some speed investment. That sucks. So now... This is actually tough. I want to go into Metagross just to more likely have a lot of damage here, but like if I go into Incineroar, I feel like they're gonna get to recover some health, which would be actually just awful. What's my speed stat? 80. This was 72. I mean, I don't know if they're running speed investment. They could be. I think I'm going to go Metagross here. It's also possible if they like Earth Power and we miraculously survive, then we still have an edge against whatever they go into. So I think I just Psychic Fangs here, because it does the most damage out of all the moves I have. Vacuum Wave. Oh, that does nothing. Okay. So they're just like submitting to dying here. Alright, so these Stealth Rocks are annoying. We are 2v1 now. We get to show off the power of Metagross. Hopefully. I don't want to get my hopes up here. Let's see who their last Pokemon is. It is Ogerpon. Okay. Huh. I think I'm gonna start by going into Incineroar. Is that a risk? They're not gonna Swords Dance, right? They're probably gonna Terra. We also, both of our last two Pokemon have Terra Water. So we have like an interesting mind game here where it's like one time we can, well, I guess this is more true about Metagross. One time we can ignore the damage from Ivy Cudgel. Oh, they Swords Dance. No. Now I might have to Parting Shot. That's bad. It's really bad. No, I'm gonna Flare Blitz and just hope that they don't kill me here. I guess depending on what moves they have, it's possible they don't have a lot of good damage for me, because they typically have Cudgel and Horn Leech and then maybe Play Rough. If they have Rock Tomb, then that's great for them. If they don't have Rock Tomb though, Play Rough is probably their best option, and that's not that great. So they're now at +2 attack, which is really bad. They go for Rock Tomb. We do survive though, which is insane. That's how bulky Incineroar is. I mean, I guess to be fair, Rock Tomb's a really weak move. But yeah, I also didn't think about them terastallizing, so obviously now... Oh, that still does good damage though. I'll take that. Are we gonna die here? They're gonna Rock Tomb again. I guess it's possible they could miss. I guess I just Flare Blitz here. I don't think there's anything else I can really do. They Cudgel. Do I ever live this? Incineroar is insane if it lives this. Ah, that's a close one. I was just thinking, like, I mean, I survived a super effective move, right? But they are at +2 attack. Okay. So now they're probably... I think I might win. I think, right? I mean, I've taken so much damage. That's so rough. But they're going to go Cudgel, right? They're going to predict this, aren't they? If I survive this, then I'm pretty sure I kill them with Earthquake, and even if I don't, I have Bullet Punch to follow up. But I mean, I'm gonna kill them, right? They're thinking, which means they're probably considering the fact that I could Terastallize. But like, if they predict, then like, come on, dude. Like, my predictions never work, and and of course they do. We'll see. We don't know what's gonna happen yet. I expect them to Cudgel. No way. Are you serious? Well, I deserve that. I deserve that win, everyone. God, they predicted. They predicted correctly. It makes sense. It's like, okay, obviously... I mean, I don't know. It's not like I switched in Metagross against their Fire type. Because if that were the case, then it'd be like, oh, they're switching in Metagross against a Fire type. Like, oh, they must have Terra Water. No, Metagross was my last Pokemon. I had to go into it there. So it's like... What are the odds that they make that prediction? I mean, oh my god, that's so frustrating. I almost lost that game because they over-predicted correctly. And I guess I'm more mad because if you've watched my videos for a while, when I over-predict, I always get it wrong. And I always make plays that look so stupid. Like, I would have been the person who does what they did. I would have gone for Power Whip against Metagross. And then with my luck, my opponent would not have Terastallized, so I would have used Power Whip against a Steel type. So that's how it would have played out if I had done that. But when my opponent does it, they get it right. Whatever, it's cool, it's cool. We won. That's what matters. Those are fun games. I mean, even though they were both super close, you know, I lost the first one, won the second. I could have won both of them, and I could have lost both of them. So that's a good sign for, I think you could say that's a good sign for good games when they really could have gone either way and they really came down to the last Pokemon. So I like that a lot. So yeah, just a little quick video today. I'm working on a couple brand new teams that are pretty exciting. I've been testing them, just kind of working out some issues and stuff. Hopefully they'll translate over really well to the in-game teams. For what it's worth, today's the last day of the month, which means that the season will reset tomorrow. So the rank will reset and everything like that. I was gonna do my usual, like every 2 weeks I update with the meta. I don't know if I'll do it because like there's only slight changes. Like there's only like, I think I saw in the top 10 2 Pokemon, or I guess technically 4 Pokemon basically swapped places. Like number like 5 and 6 or whatever, like they swap places, and then like number 7 and 8 swap places. But aside from that, everything's pretty much the same. So I don't know, maybe I'll do a kind of video like that in a little bit, or maybe not. But either way, that was a fun one. I plan on recording another battle video for the week. So by the end of the week, I hope to release another one. And then, of course, next week I'll do more. And, you know, I'm recovering from being sick. I'm pretty much better at this point. But that definitely took a lot out of me. So this week I wasn't able to keep up with as much as I wanted to. But, you know, next week I will kind of get back to my usual and hopefully posting more. Also, Pokemon Day happened, and there was a Pokemon Presents with the Legends ZA announcement, which I don't think anyone was expecting. So let me know in the comments what you think of Pokemon Legends ZA. I'm excited for it. I have the hot take, or the unpopular opinion, that I would have been satisfied with a Unova or Johto remake, and I know a lot of people probably don't agree with that, but anyways, thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day. I'm gonna get a sandwich.